Outside pitch. Called strike.
So a 2-2 count on Colleen Callahan. She is the 8th batter for the Bison in the inning. 3 have scored after getting shut out in the opener, 1-0. They loaded the bases with nobody out here. Force out at the plate, made 1 out. And then a fielder's choice grounder. That's the center field. Back goes Florent. Over her head. Reaching the fence. 1 run scores on the 2-out double by Colleen Callahan. Four nothing is the score here in the top of the first inning.
So that's another run for Nichols. Now the score is 4-0. That's a ground ball to second base. Ali Guzmano gets the out.
In time, over to Packer. Side retired, but the Bison score 4 runs on 5 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. After a half inning, it's 4-0 Nichols College. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island. Seahawks trailing 4-0 before batting in the bottom of the first inning. Lindsay Florent at the plate and her younger brother, Jacob Florent, on the call. Candace Nelson in to pitch for Nichols College. Game 2 starter, Nelson, a freshman from Oxford, Massachusetts. Nelson, a 210 earned run average. She's making her 14th appearance, 11th start of the season. That's grounded to third base. Nice play by Comesso over to Keeling. Brings up Maddie Machado, the Seahawk designated hitter. Another grounder to Comesso. Strong throw in time to get Machado. 2 down.
Now batting's number 13, Amanda Riley.
Amanda Riley batting .406 on the season. Had a single and double in the opener. Seahawks scored their only run without the benefit of a hit. That came in the 5th inning. That's lifted foul as Comesso makes all 3 plays in the field for the Bison. 3 up, 3 down for Salve Regina in the bottom of the 1st. We head to the 2nd inning. It's 4-0 Nichols. All 9 Bison came to the plate in the 1st inning, facing Julia Kurt. So we're back to the top of the order. Samantha Kostek, she led off with a single. Kostek, Andrews, and Aliota. All 3 had singles. Kostek was gunned down at the plate by Amanda Riley. That's lined, and a fantastic sliding catch by J.C. Garrigan in right field. One out for Callie Andrews. Garrigan must have been playing awfully close to that line to get to that ball, because right now, with the different batter up, Callie Andrews, she's playing a deep second base. As second baseman Ali Guzmano is in tight, expecting the slap. That's bounced back to Kurt, over to Packer. 2 down.
Two quick outs for Salve. as they trail 4-0 against the Bison. That pitch is a strike. 0-1.
Bison came into today's doubleheader in second place, 6-2 in the CCC. Seahawks were 6-4, but with the opening game win, Salve Regina now 7-4. Nichols 6-3. Another 1-3 put out on a Bison batter. A 1-2-3 inning for Julia Kurt. She has settled down, and now we head to the bottom of the second inning with the Nichols leading 4-0. Third baseman Nikki Vanelli will lead off for Salve Regina in the bottom of the second inning. Seahawks trailing 4-0. Candace Nelson got Salve Regina 1-2-3 in order in the bottom of the first inning. Florent and Machado bounced to third baseman Comesso, and Comesso fielded a foul pop off the bat of Amanda Riley. Vanelli takes call strike one. Ed Habisher and Jacob Florent here on the call.
Oh, and 2 count on Nikki Vanelli.
Vanelli leads off that high pitch for a ball. Grounded third base, Comesso. Glove, strong throw, in time. 1 out. The batter is Holly Cathius. She's a senior captain from Pelham, New Hampshire. First pitch low for a ball. Cathius batting .263 on the season. She scored the only run in the Game 1 win. 1-0 Seahawks. On the season, she has 6 doubles and 14 runs batted in. Nelson hits her target inside, but it's off the plate for ball 2. Excuse me, ball 3, 3-1. And in the dirt for ball 4.
Now let's see, and it's 3-1. Looked like it was a walk. Ball 4.
Just to make sure.
Yep.
Nelson throws one in the dirt for ball 4. So 1 out, 1 on for Garrigan. Garrigan made a fine sliding catch heading towards the right field foul line on a line drive. Typically, Jacob, when a person does that great play out in the field, they're the first batter up in the next inning. But JC was patient enough to wait for 2 batters to go before her. That's in the air to right field.
It's dropped in foul.
Dropped in foul territory. It was hanging up there long enough for the right fielder Mayhew to get under it, but she may not have been sure of her surroundings. It's not her home field, and the Seahawk bullpen has some fences that certainly could impede a fielder from making a catch.
Called strike 2. A little low, but called strike. 0-2.
0-2 on Garrigan. She bats with 1 out and 1 on. Bottom of the second inning, Seahawks trailing by 4. 4-0 Bison.
The ground ball shortstop. Safe at first. Holly Catius is out at second.
So a fielder's choice for Garrigan. Nice play made 6-4 to get Catius at the second base bag. Brings up Lauren Packer, a freshman from Manchester, Connecticut. She bats from the right side. Now with 2 outs and a runner on first base.
Called strike 1.
Pitch inside, called a strike as well. And then a throw down to first base. Garrigan is back diving head first.
Pitch is low. 1-2.
Katrina Valeri, the catcher from Middleton, Mass., set up outside and off the plate. Nelson hit her target. Called ball. 1-2. Setting up there again. Packer goes the other way. And a juggling catch made by the second baseman, Alioto. She had contacted it in fair territory, and had she dropped it, it would have been a fair ball. I think she ended up making the grab securely in foul territory. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. After 2 complete, it is 4-0 Nichols. Ed Habershaw and Jacob Florent back here at Toppa Field, calling the Salve Regina softball action.
Ground ball to Amanda Riley. Gets the out.
Kara Mayhew, the first batter up for Nichols College. Grounds to short. One up, one down. Cassidy Aiello, the batter.
Swing and a miss.
Aiello reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI in the first inning. She also scored. Off-speed pitch, bounce foul. The Bison are coached by Kristen Mallett. She's in her 7th season, but it's actually her 2nd stint. She had a period of 5 years as a head coach, came back last year to return as head coach, so she's in her 2nd year, 2nd stint. 7 years total. Pitch outside for a ball. That's in the air to J.C. Garrigan. She goes back and makes the catch.
2 quick outs for Julia Kurt.
Kurt, a sophomore member of the pitching staff, as are all pitchers sophomores. Andy Nelson, Julia Kurt, Courtney Lotta, and J.C. Garrigan. The batter is Taylor Camessa. Third baseman grounds to her counterpart, Nikki Vanelli. 3 up, 3 down for Julia Kurt in the 3rd inning. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd with Nichols leading 4-0. Second baseman Ali Guzmano leading off for Salve Regina in the bottom of the 3rd. Seahawks trailing the Bison 4-0. Salve looking for its first hit against Candace Nelson. Guzmano had a single in the opener. One of 5 Seahawk hits there against starter Alexis Ferris. That pitch bends Guzmano back for ball 2. Amanda Riley had a pair of hits in the opener. She was 2 for 3.
Three no count.
It's Guzmano, Angel, and then back to the top of the order, Lindsay Florent. Due up in inning number 3. 3-0 pitch swinging, pops it right on the line down towards first base. Kuling with the catch in fair territory. Emily Angel, the batter. Angel playing left field in both games today. She's batting .259 on the year. 15 hits in 58 at-bats. 3 of those hits extra bases for doubles. 6 runs batted in. First pitcher called strike. Pop to the pitcher. Nelson back in her circle with the grab for out number 2.
Now batting is number 11, Lindsay Florent.
Lindsay grounded to third base in the top of the bottom of the first. She's got the second best batting average on the Seahawks, .348, behind Amanda Riley's over .400 batting average. First pitch in there, a called strike. Florent looking for her first hit of the day.
1-1 count.
She did draw a walk in the opener. Slashes that one foul and just to the left of my car parked out on Middleton Avenue. I'm right where that street pole is. So don't bounce one off the pole because it may ricochet back onto my car.
Yep.
That's to the left side. Nice backhand stop, but safe at first with the infield single is Lindsay Florent.
Now batting is number 2, Manny Machado.
So Lindsay Florent with the first Seahawk hit of the day against Candace Nelson. And puts a runner on first base with 2 down in the inning. Seahawks trailing by 4-0. The Bison scored 4 times in the top of the first. Machado bounces it to Comesso. Over to Kuling at first. And side retired. Comesso now with 5 plays in this game, all flawless. And side retired, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head to the 4th inning. It's 4-0 Nichols College. First baseman Jessica Kuling leading off for the Bison in the top half of the 4th inning. Nichols College leading game 2, 4-0 over Salve Regina. Julia Kurt, first pitch outside for a ball. Setting the defense again for the Seahawks. Cathius behind the plate, Vanelli at third, Riley at short, Guzmano at second, Packer at first. That's grounded foul, 1-1. In the outfield, it's Angel in left, Florent in center, and Garrigan in right. Update on South Virginia baseball action. The Seahawks are the home team up in Beverly, Massachusetts, as yesterday's doubleheader with Endicott was postponed unplayable field conditions. So the Seahawks and the Gulls are playing on the home field of Endicott. However, Salve Regina will be the home team batting last in every inning. Seahawks trail 2-0 with the Gulls batting in the top of the ninth. Kurtz 2-1, grounded to the left side. A nice backhand stop by Amanda Riley. No throw, infield single for Kuling. Brings up the shortstop, Colleen Callahan. Callahan, a sophomore from Billerica, Massachusetts.
Called strike. 0-1.
That's in the air, left field, and back it goes. It's going to reach the fence on a couple of bounces. Angel gets it into Riley. Throw home. She pulls back on that throw.
That's another run.
And it's a double for Colleen Callahan, scoring Jessica Kuling all the way from first base.
Looks like we might have a pitching change.
With Katrina Valeri at the plate. Head coach Janelle Iaquinto will bring in a replacement pitcher. Julia Kurt gets a pat on the back. Courtney Lotta will jog out, meet her at the first base foul line. Exchange high fives. Lotta will take her warm-up pitches, and we'll take a break here from Toppa Field with the Seahawks trailing 5-0. Courtney Lotta, a sophomore from Lowell, Massachusetts, completing her warm-ups. First batter she's facing is the catcher, Katrina Valeri. Missing low with the ball. Kuling and Callahan combining for base hits in this inning. They were also a single and a double in the first inning. Kuling with a pair of singles, Callahan with a pair of doubles, both scoring runs. It's a 5-0 score.
Check swing. That's a blooper hit. Check swing.
Valeri finds a spot to place her bloop onto the outfield green. And it's 3 straight hits for the Bison. Runners at the corners. Callahan had to hold at second base as that was lifted high, but not enough time for Guzmano or Florent to get to it. Back to the top of the order, it's Samantha Kostek. She's 1 for 2 with a single. Lined out to J.C. Garrigan on a great play by the Seahawk right fielder in the second inning.
2-0 the count.
So the 7, 8, 9 hitters in this inning have all reached Seahawk pitching for hits. Kuehling and Callahan off of starter Julia Kurt. That's to right center field. It's going to land. Extra bases for Kostick. She pulls up at second. 2-run score. It's 7-0 Nichols College. Back-to-back doubles. Excuse me. Second double in the inning for the Bison. That drives in 2. Valeri from first base. Callahan from third. Still nobody out. Batter is Callie Andrews. Bumps that in the air, foul.
Oh.
Out of play. Seahawk alumni in the house. Francesca Galizzi. First 4 batters of the 4th inning reaching with hits. And now Andrews in an 0-2 hole. Did not make Jacob Florent flinch on that foul. He stayed in there. He was ready to head it like a soccer ball.
Yeah.
0-2 on Andrews. She bats with nobody out, runner on second. Bison leading 7-0. She lifts that in the air. Riley back from shortstop, catches it on the red clay turf for out number 1. The second baseman, Amanda Eliotto, at the plate. 3 runs in the inning so far for the Bison. Still batting with 1 out and a runner on second. Their leading hitter average-wise at the plate, Amanda Eliotto. She came into today batting .364. Takes a first pitch strike from Courtney Lotta. Lotta in for relief for starter Julia Kurt. That off-speed pitch goes too high for ball, 1-1. Samantha Kostick on second base. She doubled in the last 2 runs for the Bison.
Ball. 2-1. Three and 1.
Lotta missing the mark. 3 straight pitches after getting first pitch strike. 3-1 the count. Lifted on the right side in the air, and it's going to land foul.
In between Ali Guzmano, Lauren Packer, and the right fielder, J.C. Garion.
Runs the count full on Eliota. 3-2, 1 out. Kostick on second base. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout in game 2 by Seahawk pitching. Brings up Kara Mayhew. Mayhew 0 for 2. Reach on the fielder's choice. Cut down at the plate. And bounce to shortstop Amanda Riley. That first pitch bounces for ball 1.
Thank you.
Musical chairs in the broadcast booth. Mayhew, the right fielder. Sends one in that direction, but foul. 1-2 count. Cara Mayhew, a junior from Brooklyn, Connecticut. And it's pretty much just over the Rhode Island border. That's bounced back to Lotta. Nice glove. Underhand flip to Lauren Packer for the final out. 1-3 on the play. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left for the Bison in the 4th inning. They lead 7-0. Seahawks coming to bat. Shortstop Amanda Riley leading off. First pitch, bouncing it up the middle and through. Off the glove of a diving second baseman. Second Seahawk hit of this game. And a leadoff base runner for Salve Regina. Brings up Nikki Vanelli. Salve Regina trailing 7-0. Batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Nichols College. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Salve Regina. That's lined into right field, landing. And Vanelli on first base with back-to-back singles. Riley and Vanelli. A hard hit ball, but the right fielder Mayhew did not come up throwing to first. Brings up Holly Cathius. Seahawk batter. Drew a 1-out walk in the 2nd inning. And was forced out at second base. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Ed Habishaw and Jacob Florent here on the call. Chris Ryan on the live stats. That wild pitch will send Riley to third and Vanelli to second. The 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike. Off speed from Candace Nelson. Nelson pitching a 1-hitter into the 4th. And now the Seahawks I have a back-to-back singles by Riley and Vanelli. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. Oh. Legal action in the pitcher circle called on Nelson. Results in ball 2. Up high. Count now full on Holly Cathius.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. Throw down to third. Riley safe. Bases loaded for J.C. Garrigan with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. It would take a couple of grand slams for the Seahawks to take the lead, but they'll take one here. J.C. Garrigan batting .320 on the season. She has 3 home runs. 2 of them came in one game. That was a conference opening sweep at Curry College. Nelson with the pitch. Lifted foul to the backstop. Garrigan to right field. Mayhew does not make the catch. And it is called foul. Mayhew had a chance at a play. At minimum, it could have been a sacrifice fly. Still nobody out. Count now 0-2 on J.C. Garrigan. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 4th. That's tapped. And will stay foul. Picked up by Valeria, the catcher. Nelson ready for another 0-2 pitch to J.C. Garrigan. She bats with the bases loaded, nobody out, bottom 4. That's to right field. Mayhew. Fair ball! Riley tags home. Vanelli behind her. She scores. And it's a 2-run double for J.C. Garrigan. She went that way twice, Jacob. And twice I thought Mayhew had a good chance at making a play.
Guess it had too much power on it for her to get there.
The runners had to hold their spots at the bags in case she did make a play.
It looked like JC almost ran down Holly Cathius at first base.
True. Cathius is now on third. Vanelli and Riley both score. Seahawks on the board. It's 7-2. Lauren Packer at the plate takes ball 1 low. Packer popped to second baseman in the second inning. Pitch up high for ball 2, 2-0. Garrigan on second. The 2-run double. Cathius on third. She walked. That loaded the bases with nobody out. Still nobody out. 2 runs in. Packer with a chance to make it more. Grounded it short. Play to first. Low throw, but nice pick by the first baseman, Kuling, as Callahan with a strong throw. That's one out, runners hold. Brings up the second baseman, Ali Guzmano. In the air, shallow left field. Andrews with the catch. Cathy is tagging. Throw is in. Cut off. And both Garrigan and Cathy is able to move up on the sacrifice fly. So it'll be a 7-space SF RBI for Guzmano. That's 2 outs. Garrigan to third. Cathy is scoring. 7-3 the score here as the Seahawks still batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. Emily Angel would like to bring J.C. Garrigan home from third with some 2-out magic. So record the out and then move the runners up as Guzmano did her job with the sacrifice fly to left field. Andrews' strong throw is cut off, and then they tried to get Garrigan at third base. The throw was wide of the bag, and Garrigan slid under. 0-2 on Emily Angel. She leaves that pitch up high for ball one. 1-2. Top of the order, Lindsay Florent standing in the on-deck circle. She hopes to get a chance to bat this inning. Through the hole on the right side, Angel with a 2-out RBI single. Makes the score 7-4.
Now batting is number 11, Lindsay Florent.
Clutch hitting by the Seahawk left fielder, Emily Angel from Whitensville, Massachusetts. Seahawks with their 4th hit of the inning. They benefited from a walk as well. That walk came home Holly Cathius on the sacrifice fly by Guzmano.
Called strike. On 1. Out.
Grounded to second. Play to first. Pulls her off the bag. But out is the call. As they discuss this call, we will break and perhaps head to the top of the 5th inning. Seahawks now trail 7-4. Cassidy Aiello lifts the first pitch in the air. Another great sliding catch by J.C. Garrigan. And the first out of the top of the 5th inning. Garrigan with her second sliding catch. And Chris Ryan, I'm going to have to thank you because you did say she'll have to do it again, and she did. We missed the first one on camera, and thank goodness we had the wide-angle GoPro fixed on this one. A great sliding catch out in right field by J.C. Garrigan. That retires Cassidy Aiello with the first out. And we're showing our folks watching this a replay of the first out of the top of the 5th inning. 2-0 count on the current batter. Garrigan in right field. That's fouled out of play. One out, base is empty for Taylor Comesso, the third baseman. She has been very active at the third base bag for the Bison in both games. Line drive.
Right back.
Lada with the catch. 2 down. It's great when you can field your position there, and Courtney Lada did that.
Great catch by Courtney Lada.
Yeah, that one's going to get the close-up camera replay as the pitcher stands in there in the circle. Gets the catch on the quick comebacker. And gets high fives from her infield teammates. That's grounded through the hole on the left side. Base hit. Jessica Kuehling on base for the third time. 3 singles for the Bison first baseman. Colleen Callahan, the shortstop, has a pair of doubles in this game. Both have driven in runs. She scored in the 4th inning. Bison leading 7-4. They've out-hit the Seahawks 10-5. Callahan's also done a great job at shortstop for Nichols College. Pitch low, 2-0. Right fielder J.C. Garrigan and pitcher Courtney Lott are both making great defensive plays for the first 2 outs. Kuehling with a 2-out single through the left side. And now a 3-0 count on Colleen Callahan. Top of the 5th inning, 7-4 the score. Nichols over Salve Regina. Seahawks won the opener 1-0. Behind the 3-hit pitching of Andy Nelson.
Called strike. Count is 3-1.
In the air to right fielder, J.C. Garrigan. She makes the catch for out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 7-4. Nichols over Salve Regina at Toppa Field.
Welcome back to another edition of Salve Regina Softball. And that one, Manny Machado, ground out to third base.
Comesso very busy at the bag for the Bison. Taylor Comesso, a junior from Hingham, Massachusetts, gets the first out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Nichols College leading Salve Regina 7-4. The Bison led 7-0 after batting in the top of the fourth, and now Seahawks put 4 runs on the board in the bottom of the fourth. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Amanda Riley at the plate. Riley 1 for 2 in this game, singled to lead off the fourth. She scored the first Seahawk run in this game. She's now batting .408 on the season. Tops on the Seahawks. Nichols starting pitcher Candace Nelson still in there for the Bison. Seahawks starter Julia Kurt relieved in the fourth inning by Courtney Lotta.
I think it's very dangerous to park over there where all the softballs are going to...
Especially off the bats of people like your sister, a left-handed batter, and Amanda Riley, a left-handed batter. Three and one count now on the leadoff batter here in the second batter here in the fifth inning. Machado grounded out the third. One out for Riley. Bases empty, 3-1. In the air to left field, Andrews coming in after her first step was back. Makes the catch for out number 2. Vanelli singled and scored in the fourth inning. She grounded to third base, leading off the second inning. She bats here with the bases empty. Bottom 5, Seahawks trailing by 3, 7-4. Line drive, caught in the air by shortstop Callahan. 3 up, 3 down for the Seahawks in the fifth inning. We head to the sixth. It's still 7-4. Courtney Lotta set to face 9-1-2 in the Bison batting order. That's Katrina Valeri, the catcher. And then top of the order, Samantha Kostick and Callie Andrews, center fielder and left fielder. First pitch in there, a called strike to Katrina Valeri. She's 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored in the fourth. Batting here in the top of the sixth, Nichols leading 7-4. Low and inside, ball 1-1. Chris Ryan on the live stats. Ed Habishar and Jacob Florent on the call. Photography provided by Jamie Wheeler and Sarah DeWolf.
Check swing.
She fouls it off to the left. If that had enough spin on it, Jacob, it could have come back fair, and Holly Cathios would have thrown her out at first.
She wouldn't even.
Lotta's 1-2 pitch outside for ball 2. Foul tip in and out of the mitt. Stays alive. Count remains 2-2. Lotta the pitcher. Cathius behind the plate. Vanelli at short, third. Riley at short. Guzmano at second. Packer at first. Another foul, out of play. Emily Angel in left field. Lindsay Florent in center. And J.C. Garrigan in right field. We've already got a handful of highlight plays defensively for the Seahawks in this game. That's to left center. Angel comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. Back to the top of the order for Nichols College. Samantha Kostek at the plate, center fielder. Has a single and a double. Her double in the 4th brought in 2 more runs for Nichols. And she lines that into left field for a single.
She's 3 for 3 in this game.
She did have a line out to Garrigan in right field. That was Garrigan's first highlight play. But her 3rd hit puts her on first base with 1 out and Callie Andrews at the plate. Andrews swings and misses as she was running up in the batter's box. Benelli comes in tight at third. Guzmano coming in tighter at second. Pitch low for ball 1, 1-1. She offered for strike 2. Slap style hitters have to be careful not to make contact with the ball outside of the batter's box. Andrews puts it in play. It's fielded by Vanelli, but then a muff throw on the other side, so it'll be an E3M space A5 that allows the runners to be safe.
That pitch was foul. 0-1.
Amanda Aliata at the plate. She's 1 for 3 in this game. Was hitless in the opener.
Kills bunt.
That'll be a successful bunt and a run scoring. It's now 8-4. Runners at the corners.
A lot of fans in the back are saying when she bunt, it hit her in the batter's box.
So it would have been a foul ball.
She would be intentionally out.
If it hit her in the batter's box, she's okay. If it hits her outside of the batter's box, she'd be out.
Yeah. That's what some of the fans intended to say. That pitch is high.
For the second time today, Caitlin Malazewski in as a pinch runner for the Bison. She's at first base, pinch running for Amanda Aliato, the second baseman. Aliato reached on the throwing error. It was a sacrifice bunt for her. And a run scoring on that bunt. One out, runners at the corners. A 1-2 count on Cara Mayhew. Mayhew, the right fielder. Pitch foul to the right side, 1-2.
Outside.
We're in the top of the sixth inning. It's an 8-4 score. Nichols leading Salve Regina by 4.
Three and 2 the count.
Lauda got the leadoff batter, Katrina Valeri, on a fly out to Angel in left. Then a single and errors have led to a run and runners on the corners. Amazing news coming across the wires in other sports. Professional, Tiger Woods won his green jacket at the Masters. As that ground out by May, who produces another run for the Bison. 5-3 on the play. 9-4 the score. RBI ground out by Cara Mayhew. It'll be an unearned run. The second unearned run here in the sixth inning for the Bison. Cassidy Aiello at the plate. The designated hitter bounces the first pitch foul. Lauda, the pitcher, ready for an 0-1 delivery. Bounces short of the plate. 1-1. Runner on second is the pinch runner, Caitlin Malazewski, freshman from Torrington, Connecticut. That's grounded to left side and through. Angel up with it. Throw in. Holds it to a single and runners at the corners. Single by Aiello. Just the second hit in the inning for the Bison. The Seahawks may have a change defensively, and Andy Nelson will be coming in to pitch. Andy Nelson had the 3-hit shutout in the 1-0 victory in Game 1, and she'll be the third pitcher here in Game 2 for the Seahawks. Starter Julia Kurt, and relievers Courtney Lotta and now Andy Nelson. While Nelson takes her warm-ups, we'll take a break here at Toppa Field. Nichols leading 9-4. Andy Nelson now in to pitch for Salve Regina, trailing 9-4. Runners at the corners for Nichols College. The Bison have scored twice in this inning. To right field, J.C. Garrigan has it. One pitch, one out for Andy Nelson. And the Seahawks will come to bat in the bottom of the sixth, trailing 9-4. 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left for the Bison in the 6th inning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. We have Salve trailing Nichols College 9-4 in the 6th inning. Now batting is number 6, Holly Catius.
Catius, one of 4 senior captains. The catcher, the shortstop, Amanda Riley. Center fielder today, Lindsay Florent. Center fielder normally, Megan Guest. She's out with an injury. 2-0 count on Catius, the leadoff batter here. In the bottom of the sixth, Seahawks trailing by 5.
Called strike. 2-1. Coach Janelle Iaquinto doesn't like that call.
She's at the third base coach's box. In the first base coach's box is Danny Edmonds. Up the middle and through. Holly Cathius with a single. She's 1 for 1. A pair of walks, and now a leadoff single here in the sixth.
Now batting is number 17, J.C. Garrigan.
Garrigan had the big 2-run double in the 4-run fourth for the Seahawks.
Looks like Holly Catius is going to go in, and Sam Farrell's going to take her spot.
Pinch runner Sam Farrell. Freshman from Melrose, Massachusetts. Has infield on her resume as well. Pinch running for Holly Cathius at first. Garrigan takes first pitch up high for ball 1. Candace Nelson still in pitching for the Bison. That pitch is lifted high and foul out of play. Another pitch foul to the backstop.
1-2, the count on J.C. Garrigan. Holly Catius got the single. Sam Farrell is on first base. Another foul to the backstop. Count still is 1-2.
And you can see Cara Mayhew out in right field. She positions Garrigan close to that line. A huge gap in right center. To the right side, second baseman over to first for the out on Garrigan. Farrell moves up to second.
Now batting, number 9, Lauren Packer.
Packer playing first base in both games today in the doubleheader against Nichols College. Lauren 0 for 2 in this game. Popped to second and grounded to shortstop. Pitch inside and low for a ball.
Called strike. 1-1 on the count to Lauren Packer. Two and one on the count.
Center fielder Kostick plays awfully deep for the Seahawk hitters. She's close to the Seahawk logo out in straightaway center field. That goes to left field, but foul. 2-2 on Packer. Good amount of fans bring their chairs out in the left field viewing area beyond the visiting dugout on the third base side. Another 2-2 from Nelson.
Called strike 3.
That same pitch was called a strike earlier in the at-bat. Packer unable to pull the trigger, and she's out number 2.
2 outs for Ali Guzmano. Salve's trailing Nichols College 9-4 in the 6th inning.
Guzmano with a sacrifice fly in the 4th inning. 0 for 1 in this contest. She had a single in the opener. She's batting .333 on the season.
Ground ball to third base. Gets the out.
Comesso playing spectacularly there at third base for Nichols College. So the Seahawks are retired on no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 6 here at Toppa Field. It's 9-4 Nichols College. Annie Nelson ready to pitch.
And that's foul.
That's her second pitch of this game as she came in on relief of Courtney Lauder in the top half of the 6th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out. That retired the side.
1 car drove by, almost got hit.
The Bison have scored 9 runs, 4 in the 1st, 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. Leading 9-4 as that's lifted high to Emily Angel in left field. She makes the catch for out number 1.
1 quick out for Andy Nelson.
9 runs on 12 hits, no errors for Nichols. 4 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for Salve Regina. 1 out for the shortstop, Colleen Callahan.
Called strike 1.
That was the first time the Seahawks have retired Jessica Kuehling in this game. She was 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Callahan retired in her last at-bat, but she had 2 doubles prior to that. Callahan now in an 0-2 hole facing Andy Nelson. Seahawks will have 9-1-2 due up for their batting order in the bottom of the 7th.
1-2. Two and two.
That has been called a strike before. But not strike 3 there. It's 2-2.
That's
line,
a drive.
down the line. Fair
That's
ball.
fair ball.
One of the hardest hits ball I've seen Andy Nelson give up. It's a double down the left field line for Colleen Callahan, her 3rd double of this game. Brings up the catcher, Katrina Valeri. She's 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the 4th. 1 out. Runner on second.
Called strike one for Andy Nelson. Oh.
Nice attempt on a sinking line drive foul. Nicky Vanelli dives for it. Tips off for a glove, but it's a foul for strike two. 0-2 on Valeri. Swing and a miss, strike three. Back to the top of the order for Nichols, leading by 5, 9-4 the score here in the top half of the 7th inning. Andy Nelson would like to keep it that way to give her Seahawks a chance at the plate in the bottom of the 7th.
Ball. Looks like Holly was trying to go over Andy to check the runner at second, but Andy was too tall.
You are correct. Guzmano rushing to cover the bag as Callahan had a big lead. That's in the air for Guzmano. And it lands. I believe it was untouched. Garrigan coming in from right. Guzmano coming out from second. Brings the run home from second base. It'll be unearned. And no RBI on the play either. Callie Andrews at the plate. Makes the score 10-4.
Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So Andrews will be called out. It'll be 2U on Andrews. One run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's 10-4, Nichols College. Emily Angel leading off here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Seahawks trailing 10-4. Candace Nelson looking for her 14th complete game. And she gets a first pitch fly out to left fielder Andrews for out number 1.
Now batting is number 11, Lindsay Florent.
One out, base is empty for Lindsay. First pitch outside. One now on Florent. She's 1 for 3 with a 3rd inning single. That's a base hit to right center field. Nice diving stop. But Florent turns it into a double. Jacob, I think she had her mind made up right away.
Yeah.
You know what it's like when she has her mind made up, right?
Yep. Now batting's number 2, Manny Machado.
Second hit of this game for Lindsay Florent. She's on second with 1 out.
Called strike 1.
So Nelson's ERA will definitely come up a bit. She's looking for her 11th complete game. And if she does win this, she'll move her record to 8-2. Florent clapping on second base. I believe that gives an indication to Machado what kind of pitch is coming. She was ready for it, fouls it to the left side. If you watch the base runners on second base, they are kind of tipping off some pitches. It's understood on both sides. That's why the pitcher-catcher combination tries to mix things up. It's fouled out of play. So Lindsay Florent on second base with the 1-out double. Candace Nelson in the pitcher's circle. Taking a look at the ball that she has after that foul ball by Machado. Requests a new one. And that softball is tossed out of play.
Looks like the pitcher didn't want that one.
Ready for the next pitch. 1-2 count. That's into center field. Catch there. Florent back to the bag at second. So she does play a deep center field, but it gives her opportunity to use her speed and catch up to a lot of balls in the gap. Nice play by Kostick, the center fielder. 2 down for Amanda Riley. Riley 1 for 3 in this game, had 2 hits in the opener, batting .404.
That's a ball.
Looking to keep this game alive for Salve Regina, trailing by 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Grounded at first base. And that's the end of the game.
So Riley finishes 1 for 4 in the nightcap after 2 singles in the opener. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left in the 7th inning for the Seahawks. They go down 10-4 in the nightcap after winning the opener 1-0. 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors for Nichols College. 4 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors for the Seahawks in the nightcap. Winning pitcher is Candace Nelson. She improves to 8-2 overall. Losing pitcher is Julia Kurt, the starter for Salve Regina. She's now 1-4 on the season. Seahawks had relief help from Courtney Lotta and Andy Nelson in the nightcap. Andy Nelson was the winning pitcher in Game 1. Seahawks won that contest 1-0. My thanks to Chris Ryan, our live statistician for Game 2. He was also on the broadcast in Game 1. Jacob Florent on the broadcast in Game 2. Well done, Jacob.
Thank you.
Seahawks are now, let me check the records, 17-14 overall, 7-5 in the CCC. The Bison are now 16-9-1 overall, and 7-3 in the CCC. So the Bison will stay ahead, just ahead of the Seahawks in the CCC standings. Salve Regina still has a chance for second place in conference seeding for postseason tournament play. But the next time they'll be on the field will be against a non-conference opponent. MIT will be in town on Tuesday. Seahawks will host the Engineers 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in a doubleheader here at Toppa Field. Once again, the final here in Game 2, 10-4. Have a good night, everybody.